Welcome to War India News Hour. Collaboration technologies might be the future technology. The necessary shift to the work from home arrangement has halted face-to-face interactions and changed how people work. Enterprises should try their best to enhance the benefits that work from home has to offer. However, there are still many unknowns about the long-term impact work from home will have on enterprise innovation and collaboration, and it is a scenario all business leaders must consider. With the emergence of newer technology to complement the present gap in the system in terms of adoption of unverified new hardware and software, data becomes vulnerable, which is said to be the new oil in this digital or vulnerable economy. Data is incredibly valuable for modern digital businesses. But even the most valuable customer data can lose all of its value or worse, become a liability if it is not securely and efficiently prepared for analysis. Businesses have accepted that the workplace will never be the same again. A survey by McKinsey says more than 20% of the workforce could work remotely 3 to 5 days a week as effectively as they could have if they were working from an office. The challenge that industry leaders see is how can employees collaborate effectively and engage with their employer if they are only spending a proportion of their time in the office environment. When they are at home, how do they collaborate with people in the office or frontline staff? Although video conferencing has taken off since the pandemic began, people felt that live video conferences was also becoming tedious. There is also strong evidence that people are not fully focused on the discussions when participating in conference calls. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Wikipedia unveils global code of conduct to control hate speech. The online platforms have come under intense scrutiny for abusive behavior. To address the cause, Wikipedia launched its first global code of conduct on Tuesday, seeking to address criticism that it has failed to combat harassment and suffers from a lack of diversity. We are missing a lot of voices, we are missing women, we are missing marginalized groups, Wikimedia Foundation Board of Trustees Chair Maria Safidari said. The new code of conduct bans harassment on and off the site and behaviors like hate speech. Atos and DXC Technologies deal to become a nightmare. The French IT consulting group Atos SE and US rival DXC Technology Co. said on Tuesday they have decided to discontinue talks about the potential acquisition. The DXC Board of Directors carefully evaluated the proposal together with its financial and legal advisors. The offer was determined to be inadequate and lacking certainty in light of the value the board believes DXC can create on a standalone basis by executing our transformation journey, DXC said in a statement. The deal with DXC would have been transformational for Atos, creating an IT giant with scale to better compete with the likes of SAP SE and Accenture PLC. Rupees 48,000 crores Tejas aircraft deal to be signed today. The government will formally seal the 48,000 crore deal to procure 83 Tejas light combat aircraft from state-run aerospace behemoth Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which will be the biggest ever indigenous defence procurement program. India's Cabinet Committee on Security, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on January 13 approved the proposal to buy the advanced Tejas jets, the biggest indigenous defence purchase so far, to bolster IAF's combat potential. The deal involves the supply of 73 Mk-1A fighter jets and 10 LCA Mk-1 trainer aircrafts. Skylo partners with Beetel to drive end-to-end IoT adoption in India. Beetel will provide sales, customer support and product fulfillment to support Skylo's growing customer base. Skylo, a company that connects machine and sensor data via satellite, said the partnership with Beetel will drive the vision of end-to-end Internet of Things adoption in India across industries. BTEL will provide sales, customer support and product fulfillment to support Skylo's growing customer base. Bhavya Lal, an Indian American appointed as acting chief of staff of NASA. As per the statement from NASA, Bhavya Lal brings executive experience in engineering and space technology, serving as a member of the research staff at the Institute for Defense Analysis Science and Technology Policy Institute (SDPI) from 2005 to 2020. She has been appointed by NASA as the acting chief of staff of the US Space Agency. Lal served as a member of the Biden Presidential Transition Agency review team for the agency and oversaw the agency's transition under the administration of President Joe Biden. 26 lakh Airtel users' data from Jammu and Kashmir are leaked. Personal data of at least 26 lakh Airtel users, nearly all belonging to Jammu and Kashmir, have been hacked and are being sold for $3,500 in Bitcoin on the web, as per independent cybersecurity researcher Rajshekhar Rajaharya. The data of Airtel customers contain telephone numbers, addresses, Aadhaar numbers and other details. He further said the hacker had access to the data and wanted to sell them but could not succeed. Hence, he dumped the data on the internet, Rajaharya claimed, adding the data may also have been leaked from any third-party source and not Airtel. Akamai to acquire Inverse to enhance its IoT security portfolio. Akamai announced it has agreed to acquire Montreal-based Inverse, an open-source consulting and integration company, for an undisclosed sum. We can expect various value-added services to be offered soon from a traditional cloud service provider to an open-source consulting and integration company. The acquisition is aimed to enhance its enterprise security capabilities and expand its portfolio of zero trust and secure access service edge solutions for Internet of Things. Bitcoin in India trades at 20% discount to global prices. The government on Friday had listed a bill which proposes to ban all private cryptocurrencies in India such as Bitcoin, Ether, Ripple in the legislative order of the business for the budget session of 17th Lok Sabha. The Bitcoin is trading at a steep discount of up to 20% against a premium of 10% in the last few days. The Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill 2021 also stated that certain exceptions to promote the underlying technology of cryptocurrency and its uses would be allowed, observed in some panic selling as well, which has led to reduced prices of cryptocurrencies. Amazon, Flipkart, Microsoft to pay 2% extra tax now, says CAIT. The union budget has moved a proposal to impose 2% extra tax on foreign e-commerce companies whether engaged in business of sale of goods or providing services, acceptance of offer for sale, placing of purchase order, acceptance of purchase order, payment of consideration or supply of goods and services partly or wholly facilitated by e-commerce operators. The provision will be applicable retrospectively with effect from April 1st, 2020. It is a bold step taken by the government which has been heartily welcomed by the traders across the country, sources said by CAIT. Jeff Bezos to step down to focus on more interesting areas. Jeff Bezos will step down as Amazon CEO and Andy Jassy is going to replace him as the new CEO, who is currently heading AWS cloud computing business arm of Amazon. Jeff Bezos has transformed Amazon as an online bookstore and built it into a shopping and entertainment behemoth. Bezos said he planned to focus on new products and early initiatives being developed at Amazon. He said he would have more time for side projects including his space exploration company Blue Origin, his philanthropic initiatives and overseeing the Washington Post and other interesting businesses. However, Amazon executive Brian Olszewski said Jeff is really not going anywhere. It is more for a restructuring of who is doing what. To conclude, speaking about their own experiences of remote working, many admit that video conferencing takes its toll on concentration. One of the areas Workplace from Facebook is looking to address is how to reduce video fatigue and enable presence and connection without making people feel it is a drain. It is exploring how to balance asynchronous and synchronous communications and leverage modalities other than the webcam to avoid people feeling like they are constantly presenting. We generally use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, TeamViewer or GoToWebinar for the video conferencing and document sharing. Global organizations are not expecting to go back to normal now that the remote working genie has been let out of the bottle. One of the unexpected outcomes to arise from the coronavirus is that it has led to a dramatic shift in expectations. What will post-pandemic work patterns look like? A survey reveals more employers are seeing somewhat better productivity from their remote workers. Now that people have experienced almost a year of flexible working, if they are indeed more productive, then remote working should not be seen merely as a stopgap until offices reopen. It offers businesses the potential to do things that were far more difficult to achieve before the pandemic. Globally, remote working has interesting dimensions as it enables businesses to bring in experts from different parts of the world very quickly. With this, the business into the cloud-managed and professional services market is going to surpass $200 billion by 2024. With this, let's wind up for the day. But do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.